Good. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm Fatima with Sisters in Sound. We're a grassroots collective. We're international. We launched in Mexico. We started in New York City. And I'm here with a group of talented women DJs. We're going to be providing some music tonight. But before we do that, we're going to have a quick chat about artistic manifestation. We're going to get to know our ladies and see if we can share some tips and best practices. Really quickly, Sisters in Sound is a collective, like I mentioned, and our mission is to champion women and people of color, DJs and producers, to provide them the support and the tools they need to flourish, connect with local communities, and network with their sisters around the world. So, like I said, my name is Fatima. I'm originally from Mexico. I presently live in DC, and I'm going to let each of my colleagues introduce themselves. Go for it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shanice. I go by Branquino. I'm a New York City-based house and disco DJ. I started DJing in 2019, and I also have a similar mission of connecting with other women and rising people up. I also have a kindness and mental health wellness brand, it's a Your Important project. So it kind of emulates in everything that I do. So I'm always trying to bring people together and aid by the value of community, so I'm really happy to be here and sharing some music.
Hello, I'm DJ Flavya. I am originally from New York City, then I moved to Sao Paulo, Brazil for almost a decade. Moved back during the pandemic, and I play a lot of Brazilian music, Latin music, kind of tropical grooves, tropical vibes. I like to remix. Yeah, excited to be here with these ladies.
I go by Aqua, and my DJ name is Aqua Ruiz. I've been DJing since April, and to me, the whole journey is about expression, from the look to just playing whatever I like and curating a vibe and having people dancing and jamming out. So I'm still figuring out what the scene is, but I think I'll just call it danceable.
My name's Gina Girio. I've been playing for about a year now, mainly house, minimal house, deep house, and I'm just starting to get more into garage and some breaks, a little two-step, so trying to change up my sound a little bit. A friend recommended this event to me, so I'm really excited to check it out tonight, and yeah, thank you both.
Nice, we're happy to have you. So really quickly, I want each of our DJs and producers to kind of speak a little bit about their journey and what brought them here and what they think was really key in manifesting where they are now and where they want to be and where they see themselves. And I'll just share a little bit about my journey just to start off. I started in New York 5 years ago in kind of like a Burning Man-esque style community. And I think now the environment is a little more ripe for diverse artists and diverse groups to kind of take center stage and be showcased. But back then, I mean, as the journey progressed, you kind of saw that it stayed a little bit homogenous. You kind of see entire lineups where it was only, one particular group of people, men, maybe not a person of color. On the entire lineup, you'd see 5, 6 names there, and it would be pretty consistent. So we kind of started this whole initiative to give people skills, give them the confidence also to practice, to network, and to feel like they can develop quickly enough. Because for me, if I can help someone advance on their journey a little bit faster, it just makes the scene so much more vibrant and so much more interesting and so much more diverse. So I'd say some of the things that really helped in my journey, which was pretty much self-directed, as we're all mostly self-taught. Now we kind of have a little more outlets for learning and skill shares and workshops and people to learn from and online classes and all of that. But I'd say kind of the turning points for me were to build confidence and lose fear, because when you're behind the decks, honestly, any skill that you learn, the second that you start to lose that confidence or get nervous or anxious about it, your brain doesn't function as well, and you start to kind of just like get in your own way and block your whole process. So I think that's been one of the most key and important tools that I've used throughout my artistic career, is to just kind of be calm, be present, trust that you have the, internal knowledge and skill set and strength and confidence and all of that to move forward, because people can perceive it, and you could make mistakes and make errors. We were just talking earlier about that, and people won't notice if the journey is right. If you're coming right, and if you feel confident and you're feeling the crowd and all of that. So if there's one thing that I can give you today, is to just take all of that nervousness and anxiety before you perform and turn it into adrenaline, and use it to become more confident and fearless when you play, and connect to your intention, like Aqua had said, of why you're there and what you want to share. So that's just really brief, something that really helps me, and I want to give space to my colleagues as well to kind of share a little bit about their journey and what has helped them in their journey as an artist.
Thank you. That was so beautiful, and I definitely agree. Instead of saying I feel nervous, I feel excited is something that, translating it. So I started about 3 years ago, and when I started, it was really, I had such an incredible support system, so I never felt stupid for learning. And in the beginning, I always say embrace the suck, just embrace being bad at something, and then you keep practicing, and go to those people that are supportive, that will help you. And so over the past couple of years, my skills have increased tremendously. I start playing gigs like almost every weekend now, and I really think it's about really being supportive of each other and networking and practicing. The more hours you get behind the decks, playing by yourself, playing in front of people, because playing in front of people is a different type of skill. You just keep kind of connecting with people and never losing that supportive aspect. And that's kind of my one of the key factors of my success. And I think authenticity as well, just really being yourself and really not doing it for an ego thing, not doing it because I really like the music and I really want to be there. And if you do it out of ego, I really don't think you'll get too far beyond just...
Thank you. Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said. It's, for me, like, I've been doing this for 12 years, and it's just honestly like who I am at this point. Like, I flow through life in this state. I'm a DJ. Obviously, it's hard to like just be a DJ, as everyone knows. So it's like a constant learning about how can I improve my skills, how can I, be more authentic with my sound, and it's like a constant growing thing, and I feel like we always feel like we're not ready. Like, it's been this long, and I show up for stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm not prepared enough, but does that really exist, being prepared enough? So I think at this point, I just have came to terms with that, and I'm at peace with that. So no matter where I am when I'm performing, whether it's for a lot of people in a festival or a couple people in someone's birthday party or a wedding, whatever the situation is, I'm just in a balanced place, not getting too nervous. Another thing I learned, it's always good to have a plan A and B and possibly C, because technical issues do happen. So usually have a backup plan in case something goes wrong, with the computer. Then there's a USB or whatever, or a second controller, things like that. And I think it's just gonna be a constant journey. When I started, I didn't have a support system of female DJs. All of my friends that were DJs were males. And now I'm over the past I'd say 3 years, I've finally been making collaborations and friendships with women DJs, and it's like changed my life. Like now I'm just like, okay, this is so much better because it feels more collaborative, and that's how I've always been, than competitive. It like doesn't feel, you know, it's not like we're getting together as friends and we're all just judging each other's like skills, like, and trying to compete with each other. It's much more like support, and so it just makes me really happy, and it helps also to continue. Makes me happy with this new generation that's coming and all the new DJs like that are women. It's like, yeah, and I want to be here also to support whoever wants to learn. And I feel like that's how it should be, you know. I don't think competitive vibes are helpful for anyone. So.
Thank you, Flavia. I want to just interject really quickly before you speak. You had mentioned something that resonates a lot about how you show up to gigs and you still don't feel prepared. And it's so interesting because whenever I tell people about what I'm doing, most people are incredibly supportive, but you have like the odd person that's like, well, why are you excluding men? Or why are you excluding, you know, people that aren't from a community of color, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't think of it as excluding anyone. I think of it as I'm providing a space and a vibe and an energy for someone to come and not feel insecure to ask a question, for someone to be like, oh, they don't know either, because I know what happens a lot with women. I know with myself, and I know with my peers, you know, that I've spoken to, we don't feel like we're good. You could be the most amazing DJ, the most amazing talent, the most amazing anything, and we just never feel like we're, you know, at that level. And a lot of, you know, manifesting, you know, this art is sitting in that and being like, actually, I am good enough, and I've worked this hard, you know, and you've been in this for 12 years. Like, you're absolutely there, and you're absolutely prepared enough. So it's like just being able to lend someone that comfort and that security and that safety and that skill building for them to be like, okay, I can branch out and feel comfortable and be like, okay. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And so another piece I wanted to share about Flavia is she had been teaching in Brazil, right? You've been teaching workshops to women, and we both have a mutual friend who's Brazilian that I met in Mexico, who is now teaching in Morocco and different places. So like she said, it's very collaborative, and you know, if you teach one person, then they take that and they spread that everywhere. And that's really about the impact, right? It's not about one person. It's about us being all strong together. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm very early on in my DJ career, and I can relate to what you guys are talking about with how I struggle with staying calm, cool, and collected, and not trying to overthink, because I do that a lot in my day-to-day life, and then that bleeds into when you're trying something new, like DJing. And I've done, you know, a few like open deck sort of events, and I've caught myself, you know, messing up here and there, but it only happens when you're overthinking. So that's a really great piece of advice that you guys are giving. And yeah.
I just want to be seen. So for me, the very first time that I DJ'd in front of people was an Open Decks event, and then also an Open Decks event for Sisters in Sound in DC. And as far as success, those are the communities that have made me feel confident enough. I did a DJ workshop in New York with a DJ named Carrie Burnett, who's queer and also trying to open up spaces for queer POC. And it's all of those people that are like trying to create spaces for like the quote unquote marginalized that have given me like so much love and confidence and support. And really, like, for me, being able to go to one workshop and have someone teach you in a way where, like, after the first try, I knew that I wanted to buy a board because I got it, and I just wanted to try and improvise. And for me, and I think most DJs are in this from this sense of creativity and artistry that they feel. So if you honor that voice and you just practice with no expectation, find cool people like this that want to vibe and make music and like share and throw parties and events and certain themes and just get into like costume and parties and all that. Like you talked about the burners. That's been such a fun community to be introduced to also through Sisters in Sound. So I think if your intention is love and your intention is to express yourself, then you're always going to have a good time. And I can say that with confidence because I know I crashed and burned the first time I played in front of people, and I'm still here and really enjoying it.
Nice, thank you.
She did not crash and burn. But anyway, I'm going to let them say their last thoughts if they have anything else they want to share, and then we'll let each of the ladies throw down some tunes for you all. So, yeah, I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to share.
Yeah, I guess one other tip was so you said something about you caught yourself messing up. You mess up all the time. It's part of it. Yesterday I was playing in front of a really esteemed DJ that I really admire, and I was trying to use a third deck, and I did it confidently the first time, and then I did it again, and I was listening in my headphones, and I didn't realize that I had stopped the actual track that was playing. And people looked up at me, and I was like, and then he came over and he's like, is something wrong? And I was like, nope, just messed up. And he's like, we all do it, don't worry. And I was like, to hear him say that to me, I was just like, we all mess up all the time. It's about just like moving on with grace. And you'll never never stop messing up. And I think that's almost like the beautiful thing, because it's always growth.
Absolutely. Last thoughts?
Yeah, something that came to mind that has helped me a lot through the years has been like making edits and remixes.
Nice.
Which I highly recommend like anyone who's DJing to look into like and start doing, because then you can be even more like unique and authentic with what you play and how you play. And on top of that, I actually like think it's like a really good way of collaborating even more, because then your music is out there for other DJs to download and play during their sets. I'm really into like old music, so like music that was made in like the 60s and 70s. So it's really hard to play if it doesn't have like a beat behind it, if it hasn't been remixed or edited. So when other DJs make edits and remixes of old sounds, like I go nuts. I'm like, yes, this is great. This will be great to add to a new DJ set or something. So, and Ableton Live, I recommend that program for music production and beat making, but also I've been working with Serato Studio, and that's like a kind of newish software Serato has made its own beat making. It's not a recording, but I find it to be like really useful and good for the beat making and remixing, like almost like faster and more intuitive. So just some ideas.
I would say just get out there and show up to events. Like I came here tonight as a listener, and these wonderful people who I just met tonight asked me to come and speak as well, and I didn't have anything prepared or no idea what I was doing, but I would say like go out and do the thing that you're afraid to go to. Even if you're going alone by yourself, you should do it, and you never know what can come of it.
I don't know what the question was.
And just any last words before we get the music started?
Have fun.
Absolutely. I actually was going to say that too, because especially I've started producing last year, and it's like you get so frustrated and you get so whatever, and it's like all my mentors have been like, you have to have fun during the process. If you're not having fun, you're like losing the whole point of it. So like absolutely have fun. I want to thank Rise Radio for hosting us, Tuan, our amazing sound tech. And yeah, thank you for giving us a space. We're gonna post this video so people can watch it and rewatch it. And yeah, we'll get it started with DJ Flavya on the tune. So thank you so much, everyone.
DJ.
some chili salsa, mixing a little samba. It makes everybody dance. I make the beat a little stronger, turn the heat up a little longer, make love a little fonder, hearing everybody sing. Everybody sing now. We're cooking up a mambosa with a dash of chili salsa, mixing a little samba. It makes everybody dance. I make the beat a little stronger, turn the heat up a little longer, make love a little fonder, hearing everybody sing. Everybody sing now.
This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. Rock, top, top. If you're a fly gal, get your nails done, get a pedicure, get your hair did. The go and lift it up, let's make the toaster. Let's get drunk, it's gonna bring us closer. Don't I look like a Holly Berry poster? See the Belvedere playing tricks on ya. Girlfriend wanna be like me, never. You won't find a chick that's even better. I make you hot as Las Vegas weather. Listen up close while I take it backwards. Oh, I be instant, I just in me with you. I'm not a prostitute, but I can give you what you want. I love your braids and your mouth full of bones. You love the way my butt go, boom, 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 boom. Keep your eyes on my boom, 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 boom. You think you can handle this, but don't. Take my stone off and my tail go boom. Cut the lights on so you see what I can do. This the kind of beat that go. 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 Rock, top, top. white, Puerto Rican, Chinese boys. Wine, dine, 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 dine. Black, don't dine, dine, dine. Girls, get that cash. If it's 9 to 5 or shaking your ain't no shame, ladies, do your thing. Just make sure you ahead of the game. You know, Missy Seal's super duper, but Prince couldn't give me change my name, Papa. Luther can't say you slave again, no sir. Just make sure you ahead of the game. You know, Missy Seal's super duper, but Prince couldn't give me change my name, Papa. Luther can't say you slave again, no sir. Get your black saying, oh, it's a master. No. Got a Lamborghini, so I drive faster. Just to make your haters even freaking matter. Admit I'm the name, one who better. When I drop this record here, it won't even matter. Why you act dumb like duh? Say you act dumb like duh. As the drummer boy go pum pum. Take my thumb off and my tail go boom. Cut the lights on so you see what I can do. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go. This the kind of beat that go ra-ta-ta.
The ride there, you know. That's all again. Now this one going out to all the girls around town, for the black, white, yellow, or brown. This is Top Cat at the microphone, and I look to take a new thing on. Anywhere we go, hot girl get around. Them a ring up the other, blow up the cell phone. Loving Angela and a cat like Simona. I request a long town. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. Hard and stiff when we give her. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. We are right like a jockey for a winner. Cause we a girl is long time, so stop player 18. 5 girl a day, me deserve me rating. Girl, them a tell me, say me fascinated. So me cool and calm and calculating. It's a new thing of when me gone ice skating. Never been touched, such a clearly stating. For the right man, that is why she waiting. Great time, fertility taken. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. Hard and stiffer when me give her. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. We are ride like a jockey for a winner. Girl want me walk them structure, and all I ask for me naked picture. They want me to pump them up and puncture, and all I walk them until them rupture. Watch out, girl from out of every culture, every class, every style and stature. Lead them off to cultivate them nature. Cause every woman is another adventure. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. Hard and stiffer when me give her. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. We are right like a jockey for a winner. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. Hard and stiffer when me give her. This one of the killer, this one of the ladies killer. We are right like a jockey for a winner. What's it? Girl, you want the walk? Yeah.
si no también. Véndame más rumba, coquero, vamos a gozar. Véndame un poco. ¡Gózalo, rumbero!
Yo se lo repito, también yo quiero a mi país.